Hola, ¿cómo están? Yo soy Karim Sada de PowerMetal.cl, el podcast live en una otra edición ya casi ni especial, esto que se ha vuelto rotativo, que estamos teniendo entrevistas prácticamente toda la semana. Esta vez y en unos segundos, porque ya está abajo esperándonos, vamos a estar con Tim Hansen, conocido por ser el líder de la banda Induction, y además, no hay que nombrarlo, es el hijo del padre del Power Metal, Don Kai Hansen, así que vamos a estar conversando con él, como siempre. Tenemos una set de preguntas, pero si ustedes quieren estar preguntando, aportando algo, siéntase libre de preguntar. Así que vamos a pasarlo al tiro nomás para que no atrasemos esto, ya tenemos gente en vivo. Vamos a cambiar.
There we go.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yeah, it's been a bit rushy for me. I literally just came back home 5 minutes ago. So yeah, it's super cool that we could finally make it. Happy that I'm here and thanks for having me, man.
Ya. Con Tim, para que tengan claro, llevamos un tiempo conversando para tener esta entrevista en vivo y por fin, después de mucho tiempo, se logró coordinar las fechas y por eso estamos aquí, sobre todo porque se viene el lanzamiento del segundo disco de Induction. Así que de nuevo vamos con la entrevista y ustedes vamos pasando saludos, todo eso. First, we have some people that say greeting to you. Lipsy Saxon, Lual Mek, Freddy Fuentes from Chile, Herrera Scott from Chile.
Hey everyone,
okay.
Thank you so much for the greetings. Thanks for being here.
Okay, so the first question, Tim, is so the long-awaited Born from Fire is coming out on November this year through Atomic Fire. What can you tell us about the album?
Right away, what I can tell you is that it's gonna be, I believe personally, it's gonna be like a whole new level compared to what we did on the first album. I think we really outdid ourselves in the production and the songwriting and all the parts around. Craig is an amazing vocalist and he really shines. There's so much to discover, and I believe that this album will be a big step for us and especially also for the fans, because the songs they feel more like grown up now compared to the first album. And yeah, it's just super fun to listen to, and I'm very excited for the release.
Ok, entonces le preguntamos a Tim sobre Born from Fire, el nuevo disco de Induction que se lanza en noviembre por Atomic Fire, sobre qué se viene este álbum, y dice que en verdad es un gran paso, o sea, mejoró en lo que es el... Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Hay un gran crecimiento en lo que es la música, en lo que es la producción, en lo que es el sonido, las canciones se sienten más grandes, o sea, siente que en verdad hay un paso desde el primer álbum de Induction lanzado en 2018. So Tim, it was interesting to know that the whole band changed from the lineup behind the debut album. So how different was writing process for this album?
Mm-hmm. So the writing process was basically left to me. All the songs that you hear on the album, the upcoming one, they're all written by me, pretty much all the way. I also did a lot more of the orchestration, actually the arrangements. We still, of course, work with Peter Crowley, and without him, it wouldn't be nearly as good as it is now. He really puts everything together, but the basic arrangements and like the idea for the melodies and how it should be supported also came from me. So this one is really a lot coming out of my hand. Yeah, I tried to include all the band members as much as it was necessary, basically. Yeah, that's basically what changed. So before it was more songwriting from Martin, the previous songwriter, and Peter Crowley, and now it's basically all me, which you could already hear on Queen of Light, for example.
Ok, entonces, from Queen of Light, Byron Cimino from Chile is saying that Queen of Light has a great sound. Awesome. Nos dice Tim que básicamente en este álbum, después de la salida de todos los integrantes, todo lo que fue la composición fue de él. O sea, todo este álbum fue prácticamente compuesto, si bien con el apoyo de Peter Crowley y algunos ajustes de todas las bandas, obviamente, la base de este disco está en lo que él compuso, por algo de algo muy personal. Lepsi Max Saxon says the first album was perfection already. How you can outdo perfection?
Well, I know Lepsy already. She's a really huge fan, so she's definitely biased. Well, I believe, it's all subjective. There might be some people that don't like the new album. That's always possible. But from what I've heard, from all the people around me, from the people from the label, everyone that listened to me, listened to the album, was pretty much blown away. And album of the year is coming out of all the holes of my body. I heard it too often now. So I guess it's perfect in a different kind of way. And I mean, I'm not the one to judge whether it's perfect. I think the people should just have a listen and see for themselves. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty huge, I think.
Bueno, Lepsi, que es fan de la banda, según lo que nos cuenta Tim, le preguntó, para ella, el Induction lanzado 2018, Induction, first album.
Yep.
Yes. Que fue lanzado en 2018, el Induction. Es un disco perfecto y cómo puede superar la perfección. Y él dice que en verdad todo es perfecto en distintas maneras. Son discos completamente, suenan de alguna manera distintos. Son la misma banda, pero, o sea, casi cambió completamente la banda. Pero en el fondo hay algo distinto. Dice que sus amigos le han dicho que es un disco casi el disco del año, que se escucha espectacular, le dijo el sello, todo, pero que de todas formas son los fans los que tienen que decir si les gusta o no, y eso lo vamos a poder saber en noviembre, que obviamente Power Metal va a estar ahí comentando el disco en vivo en el podcast live. Tim, among the band members, we recognize the presence of Marcos Rodriguez, whom we know from his previous work in Rage. What was it like working with him, given his interesting background? What was his contribution to the album?
So the way I got in touch with Marcus back then was that after Martin got out of the band, I just contacted him, and we've been following each other for a while. And then it was like a pretty quick process. I just explained to him, look, this is what I do. This is my ethic. This is what I stand for. This is what I want to go, where I want to go. And then here's the music. And he took some time, 1, 2, 3 days, got back to me, and he was in because he saw what it is. Regarding his involvement in the album, right now in the writing process, there's not so much involvement. In one of the songs, Embers, we were working on some things, and he had some good ideas that made the song come to life a little bit more, like a different transition to the second chorus. It's going to be still some time until all of you can listen. But I'm sure that for the following album after Born from Fire, we will work much closer together and see how this goes. But right now, he has a lot of experience in the business, which already really helped. So, yeah.
Dentro de la banda, uno de los integrantes más connotados que lo conocemos porque tocó en Rage está Marcos Rodríguez. Le preguntamos cuál fue el aporte de Marcos, cómo se asume la banda. Dice que con Marcos Rodríguez había un conocimiento anterior a que saliera de Rage. Por lo tanto, se comunicaron y cuando se dio el proyecto y él supo que salió de Rage y se dio la oportunidad de ingresarlo, él le envió toda la música. Le dijo, mira, esto es lo que yo hago, así trabajo, así me gusta hacer así, esto es lo que yo creo. Y Marcos se dio 2, 3 días, escuchó y dijo, ok, voy adentro. Ahora, actualmente no participó mucho en el proceso de composición, ya que casi todo el disco está compuesto, pero sí sé que hay un par de canciones, sobre todo en Embers, donde Marcos, con su experiencia, todo, le dijo, ¿sabéis qué? Hagamos estos ajustes, y obviamente él notó que esto cuajó bien y le parece que es probable que si siguen trabajando juntos en los próximos discos, al haber más fiato, más conocimiento, es probable que Marcos tenga más relevancia en la banda. Tim, we can't help but mention that one of the singles from Induction was Mirror Make Believe, which features your dad, Kanoa Hansen. In that regard, can we expect him to make an appearance in Born from Fire, or maybe some other legend of power metal genre?
No, Born from Fire is all Induction. I really liked having him on the first album, and I think the song Mirror Make Believe was really fitting because it was written with the idea of a duet in mind. For Born from Fire, though, we don't have any guest appearances. So it's pretty much just the band, and yeah, that's basically it. Perhaps in the future we will do some stuff again. Certainly, I've been writing some things also together with him, so maybe that's gonna find its way onto some future releases.
Ok. Para los que no saben, el primer disco Induction, en la canción Mirror Make Believe, tiene la aparición cantando de Don Kai Hansen, que claramente es padre de Tim. Y obviamente había la pregunta si Kai va a participar de este disco. Y dice que no, o alguna otra leyenda. Y nos dice que no, que en este disco es 100% Induction. Es la banda Induction actual, que por fin está más o menos cuadrada. Y no participa Kai Hansen, pero no niega que en el futuro pueda participar. De hecho, hay algunas canciones que han compuesto juntos que podrían salir más adelante. Pero en este disco, en el Born from Fire, no esperen que esté Kai Hansen dentro del disco. Tim, among the same lines, we saw that last week you had the opportunity to play live with him and All Halloween. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that it's the first time you have done this live. How did your participation come to happen? How does it feel to be able to play live with the fathers of power metal?
It's hard to put in words, to be honest. It was a really great honor. That's of course clear. So the way this came to be was that originally there was a documentary planned from German TV. They wanted to film a documentary about nuclear blast and atomic fire, which is our label now. And they wanted to follow along with the band, which they decided to be Induction. So the whole thing, for odd reasons that I don't need to get into, got canceled, but we still wanted to do this show. So we decided, hey, it's going to be super fun. And it was crazy. It was almost 10,000 people. That was the biggest show I ever played, and probably will play for quite a while unless we blow up or something. But it was really indescribable, and seeing all the people in front of the stage was amazing. Yeah, so hard to put in words, but it was really great.
Which song or Halloween song do you play? Did you play?
Oh, I played the medley from Kai. There was 5 songs.
Okay.
Yeah, Ride the Sky, Gorga, Heavy Metal is the Law, Metal Invaders, and one more, Victim of Fate. Those 5.
Para los que no saben, Tim tuvo la oportunidad de tocar en vivo con Halloween la semana pasada, acompañando a su padre. Y le preguntamos cómo se dio esto, porque y si es la primera vez, y sí, es la primera vez, y esto se dio en el contexto de un documental que se estaba grabando acerca de Nuclear Blast y Atomic Fire, y se iba a grabar, pero que al final no ocurrió la grabación, pero les quedó la idea de que sería entretenido hacerlo igual. Entonces se gestó. Tim subió a tocó en el famoso midley de Kai Hansen, donde tocan Victim of Fate, Metal is the Law, Korgar, y varias 5 canciones. Pero dice que es algo indescriptible. Fue el show que ha tocado frente a más gente, algo así como 10.000 personas, que está repleto y que fue algo que no tiene palabras para describir. O sea, es indescriptible, es algo emocionante que espera que algún día con Induction logre tener el mismo público, pero que fue algo genial y para recordar toda su vida. The question. Okay. On top of that, you recorded a solo for Skyfall. How did it feel to hear the long-awaited first single for Halloween new album with Michael Kiske on lead on vocals? Something that everyone in the metal world was looking forward to.
Well, I was very excited for the new Halloween album, as you can imagine. And I guess everyone around the world was excited for it because it's a huge thing, right? Everyone got back together. The Pumpkins United thing was a huge success. So of course they were going to make an album, but yeah, I believe it turned out really amazing. And especially the only song that my dad wrote, Skyfall, I absolutely love. So many amazing parts. It's just such an epic song. And me having been given the opportunity to write a solo on that song was really cool. In retrospect, I would have done some things differently about the solo. I'm not too happy with it, to be honest, but I think that's a natural part of the process, and knowing that you're improving your playing and writing and all these kind of things. So
Okay. Para los que no saben, en el disco Halloween, el último disco de Halloween, en la canción Skyfall, que fue el primer single, hay un solo que va en el minuto más o menos 5 y algo, en el cual el solo lo compuso y lo tocó Tim Hansen. Entonces le preguntamos cómo se dio esto, y dice que la verdad, se sintió estar tocando un solo en el disco de Halloween que todos estaban esperando, y dice sí, que todo el mundo lo esperaba, y que le encantó en ese momento. Hoy en día lo mira para atrás y le queda la sensación de que podía hacerlo mucho mejor. Claramente lleva 3 años más de música, ha mejorado su habilidad, todo eso, pero que igual fue algo impensado y espectacular. We have some questions from our fans. Byron Simino is asking if you have plans in the future to make a tour to South America with Induction.
Yeah, we'd love to do a tour, of course, and we're going to look into doing it as soon as possible, obviously. But as you know, the current touring situation is very difficult for all bands, especially after COVID. The music industry is still recovering and has definitely changed. So it's very expensive to do a tour in South America for us. And I believe the next market outside of Europe that we're probably going to be first is going to be Japan. But who knows? I don't know what's going to happen, and we hope to, of course, be in South America as soon as possible.
Bueno, la pregunta clásica, si hay alguna posibilidad de que venga a Sudamérica, dice que le encantaría, pero que actualmente está carísimo venir a Sudamérica y que las regulaciones son bien complejas, así que por ahora no está planeado. De hecho, la primera salida que va a hacer con Induction va a ser a Japón, pero feliz de venir a South America. Another question from the fans is, Tim, the artwork of Form from Fire, it has some inspiration of Greek mythology, Poseidon or Hydra?
No, actually not. It's kind of funny. What I did was that I gave our designer Peter Schalay is his name. He's also doing Sabaton and Ginger. Great artist. I basically just gave him the idea of, look, I have these two things. I need a pharaoh on the artwork and I need fire. Make it happen. The album is going to be called Born from Fire. Just make design. And that's basically how it came to be. And he just did an amazing job. I absolutely love it. What's important to me that the colors are a little bit different, because you see this more red and dark theme a lot when it comes to fire. And I thought what would be more fitting and more catching is actually more of a golden and green look. So I think it's really cool. But there was no specific inspiration that I know of. Could be that he had some, though.
Ok, sobre la pregunta que hace Scott, si está inspirado en la mitología griega, nos dice que no exactamente, que no hay, que básicamente él fue con la idea de que quería un faraón y que quería fuego, porque el disco se llama Born from Fire, o sea, nació del fuego. Y que el artista armó eso, quizás él se inspiró, pero en el fondo esto no lo hace él. Lo que sí a él le interesaba eran los colores. El primer disco uno puede ver tonos mucho más oscuros, negros, morados, versus este que es mucho más dorado. Entonces, que es otro el mensaje, pero no. Okay, the artwork is excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, another question. What has been the contribution of your dad in your career? Have you come to consider him a burden in the sense of that people might expect that you be something like a continuation of his work, like what people ask to Wolfgang Van Halen and Van Halen, something like that?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Well, the funny thing is that it's really a coincidence that I am doing the same type of music in the same type of business. I completely discovered that for myself eventually, and I actually started out with like a very different type of genre in metal, and it just drew me to power metal eventually. And I mean, I guess there's probably some amount of inspiration coming from him, but what I aim to do is of course, build Induction to be like a new thing. And I hope to one day, my dream really is to look back after now Halloween is around many years at this point, and look back eventually and be on the same level, to be like one of those legendary bands. That would be the biggest honor. I think nowadays this is almost impossible to achieve, but yeah, I really would like to make Induction a very unique experience for everyone.
Ok, le preguntamos a Tim cómo se siente o qué tanta inspiración tuvo el trabajo de su padre en él, sobre todo si no lo siente como una carga, pensando en lo que dice, por ejemplo, Wolfgang Van Halen, que él dice que nunca va a tocar canciones de Van Halen porque él tiene su propio estilo. Y dice primero que, a pesar de lo que uno pensaría, nunca su padre, él no piensa como que el padre le dijo, o sea, Kai Hansen le dijo, toma, escucha Power Metal, sino que él lo descubrió por sí solo, él escuchaba otros tipos de metal y de repente se encontró con el Power Metal y le empezó a gustar y empezó a desarrollar lo que le parece como así como una coincidencia que él tenga el mismo estilo musical que su padre, que ha ido desarrollando y que piensa que él quiere ser Induction sea un proyecto por sí solo, o sea, que no dependa y que sea Induction, el Power Metal de Induction y no una copia ni un clon de Halloween. Es su trabajo y espera que en unos años más sea incluso llegar a ser una banda legendaria del estilo. Okay. After the release of Born from Fire, what's the next for Induction? Have you considered to? Okay. Are you going to Japan band the next album, something like that?
Yeah, there's quite a lot in the pipeline right now already. After Born from Fire, there's definitely going to be 2 more singles that are ready for release. But yeah, I wanted to keep those for a special occasion that we hopefully get to do next year. And beyond that, of course, I'm already working on the 3rd album. I want to make sure that we can, keep up some consistency now that we had so many struggles after, the first tour and the first album release with the lineup change. And now it's really time to push and, give the people what they want, which is a lot of music from Induction. And so I'm working really hard every day to see if I can have a new idea for another hit or what I can do. So, yeah.
O sea, ya sabemos que hay un tercer álbum de Induction, no sé si lo había anunciado en otra entrevista, pero les puedo contar que Tim ya está trabajando en el futuro de la banda, a pesar de que ni siquiera ha sido lanzado el Born from Fire, ya trabaja en un tercer disco porque está motivado, porque en el fondo cuando salió el primer disco de Induction pasaron muchas cosas, la separación de la banda, la pandemia, todo, y eso hizo que pasara mucho tiempo, 2018 a 2022, 4 años para una banda nueva, es bastante tiempo, por lo tanto no quiere pasar ese tiempo y quiere aprovechar que hay motivación con esta nueva formación y todo, y lanzarse con el nuevo disco lo más pronto posible. Besides Induction, do you have any other musical project in mind for the future, or is Induction where you feel home and that's it?
Sorry, could you repeat that? You cut off for just a second.
Okay. Besides Induction, do you have any another musical project in mind for the future, or is Induction where you feel home and that's it?
Oh, yeah. So I feel at home at Induction, of course. This is 99% of what I do with
Yes.
music. But of course, I enjoy writing other genres, and I do all kinds of different things, guest projects. Whenever I'm really happy, always when people come to me and ask me to do something for their project, because I have a lot of fun just writing solos. So I'm always up for that usually. But also I like indie pop and indie rock a lot. And in my downtime, sometimes I feel inspired to just do something more calm and like that. But yeah, 99% really is Induction, and I don't want to have it any other way.
Bueno, le preguntamos a Tim si tiene algún otro proyecto musical actualmente. Dice que no, que Induction Induction es su banda principal el 99% de su vida. Si bien acepta trabajo, de repente algunas otras bandas le mandan solicitud de que haga aporte a sus discos, de él hace solo todo, está 100% dedicado a Induction. Other fun question. Mariano Beuses, if you choose a band for touring as a guest, which one will be? Everyone. Any band.
Any band. Well, I mean, they play before us then, right? So I don't know. I want to be humble, but for me, a perfect package right now I would love to join Northtail, of course. My friend Bill playing there. I think that's a really good fit. Another band that they just released a new album last Friday. They're also from Hamburg, Terra Atlantica, they're called.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some of you know them. I think they're really good and they've really improved over the years. So I think that could be a humble, cool package. But of course, you cannot forget that I really would love to have Halloween join me or us join Halloween. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Le preguntamos sobre qué bandas le gustaría salir de tour y dice que él nombra a Northtail, que banda que ya es conocida de Bill Hudson, a una banda, a Terra Atlántica, banda también de Hamburgo que sacó su segundo disco, entiendo que la semana pasada, que todavía no lo hemos comentado y vamos a ver si tenemos tiempo. Y obviamente dice que su sueño es Halloween, o sea, le encantaría estar acompañando a Halloween en un tour en el futuro. Another fan, no, it's not. Okay, no. My question. May I ask why did your father name you Kanoa? Special meaning because it's a thing.
I know that Portuguese or something, it's a boat, kind of. Right?
Yes, canoa is normally in Hawaii or in this kind of island.
Exactly, yeah, it's Hawaiian, and the meaning of it is the free one.
Okay.
So since my father is a very freedom-driven person, and I am as well, I guess it's very fitting. I go my own way, and it's a fitting name. But why Hawaiian? We have some like not roots there, but my grandparents, they used to own a house and they went there every winter, and we've been there quite a few times. So since my generation, the kids always just got a Hawaiian second name. So yeah, and that's basically it. And another benefit is that if you want to get some username or an email, it's always free.
Yes.
No one has it.
Okay. Le preguntamos por qué se llama Team Kanoa Hansen, porque en el fondo uno entiende Team Hansen, pero el término canoa no es alemán, y nos dice que por dos cosas. Primero, porque la canoa quiere decir, bueno, es una palabra hawaiana, entendemos, que quiere decir como el libre, o sea, el libre. Entonces, él dice que su padre es una persona libre y que él también es una persona libre y quería dejar dejarlo dentro de él. Y por otro lado, dice que sus abuelos tenían una cabaña en Hawái a la que iban constantemente, que han visto fotos, entonces es como que hay mucha relación. Y, which bands do you listen normally? Power metal and not power metal, other metal, hard rock. What are your favorite bands right now?
At the moment, I love Battle Beast and Beast in Black. I think they did an outstanding job on both of their new albums.
Yes, Beast in Black is coming to Chile like in 1 month. There will play 2 shows, one alone and one with Nightwish.
Yeah, I saw that. They're doing great. I've been having a talk with Kasperi a while back already, and Anton is an amazing songwriter, and I definitely think that they're doing really amazing. So that's what I'm currently listening to the most, I think. Of course, the new Megadeth record is insane. Yeah, really great. I like a lot of different music. I love Dimmu Borgir as well. I listen to a lot of black metal. It's very varied what I listen to. Depends a lot.
Le preguntamos qué banda está escuchando actualmente y dice que lo que más está escuchando es Battle Beast Y Busy Black, recuerden que Busy Black va a estar presentando en Chile a mitad de noviembre con 2 shows, uno con Nightwish, y también dice que escucha mucho black metal, especialmente Timo Borgir, y también el último disco de Megadeth que lo encontró espectacular. I think this is the last question, and my last question is always the same. To run up, I leave the microphone open and feel free for you to say whatever you want. Whatever.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thanks to everyone that joined in. I really look forward to everything that's coming up. This year is going to be pretty packed for Induction, and it's going to be pretty big. So you should strap in and get ready for some action. There's another single coming up next month in October. So take a look out on our socials for that. And keep in mind that the best thing you can do to support us is to just buy our merch or the CD, pre-order it, pre-save the stuff, and just listen to the music. And of course, share it with all your friends and family if you really enjoy it. Besides that, I'm extremely grateful for this year and for all the progress that we made with Induction and how many new people joined in. It's really quite amazing to see. So thank you so much, and I hope there's going to be a lot more of you crazy people. Thank you.
Okay, Tim, and feel free if you need something from PowerMetal.cl, yes, send it. We will put in our social places everywhere.
Yeah, awesome.
See ya, Tim. Let's talk later. The interview will keep us in Facebook, in YouTube, and later I will put in a Spotify and other things like that.
Right. I know that you can download it afterwards, so just download it as well, and then maybe send it to me. I would maybe like to share it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Karim,
good to see you, Tim.
So
good to talk with you.
Everyone, have a good evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world, and enjoy.
Let's talk later. See ya.
Bye.
Ya, eso fue la entrevista. Finalmente nos decía Tim que la invitación es siempre a comprar su disco, a apoyarlos. Obviamente que Power Metal va a estar siempre y que la otra semana, en un par de semanas, lanzan su nuevo single. Muchas gracias por la sintonía. Obviamente, como saben, la entrevista queda en YouTube, Facebook, si la quieren compartir, siéntanse libres. Y recuerden siempre que nos pueden apoyar con Patreon, haciéndole like a la entrevista en YouTube, en Facebook, y si tienen alguna posibilidad, apoyen al Patreon de PowerMetal.cl, ahí lo tienen. Eso, muchas gracias por la sintonía, y ojo, el día domingo volvemos con el programa, tenemos el podcast live de siempre, y les anunciaremos nuestra siguiente entrevista que va el próximo miércoles con otro invitado que no se espera, que tampoco nadie lo tiene. De nuevo, tener a los invitados que todos tienen es muy fácil, pero los invitados que le estamos consiguiendo son especiales, por eso atentos a la entrevista y a las redes de PowerMetal.cl. Que estén bien.